I'll admit it, the past few months, I've created a fake podcast. Now, the truth is, it's maybe a little bit different than you'd think. You see, these videos, you're watching my fake podcast right now. It is a YouTube video. The audio doesn't really go out anywhere, but I shoot it like it's a podcast, and you're wondering, why would you do that? Well, you see, I found it's actually a really good hack to be more natural on camera, where in the past, I feel like just so cringy when I shoot these YouTube videos, and I don't feel very natural or authentic. But it really has allowed me to say, hey, you know what? Let's just record this as a podcast, even though it's not one. And it's really helped me post more videos because I'm not overthinking it as much. So I can just shoot these videos. I don't have to script it a ton. And ultimately, it's helped me get way more views because I'm posting more. And who knows, maybe being more natural and relatable or whatever helps people connect with you more. Maybe that helps the YouTube channel. I don't know. But I've been getting more views doing this whole fake podcast style vibes. And I want to break down not only how you can do this, but why you should do this. And if you're struggling with being natural on camera, you should really consider trying this out in your next video, even if it's your first video. This might help you just get going. Now, I want to share a quick story because I was just on a call with a potential client I was going to work with one-on-one on her YouTube channel. And she was telling me that her YouTube videos feel very robotic. Now, I can relate to this, like a robotic voice. And I've called it, for me, it's been like the news anchor voice. You know how like every news anchor sounds the exact same? That was me on YouTube. I would shoot my YouTube videos and then I'd show my wife. I'm like, do I sound a little bit more natural in this one? And she's like, no. I'm like, you're right. I sound just weird. I don't sound like myself. And so I came up with this strategy recently to sound less robotic or news anchory. And so this potential client is talking to me and she's like, I don't want to sound like this in my videos. And I was like, okay, do you script your YouTube videos? And she says, yes, I script it usually word for word. I'm like, okay. That could be part of it because when people are like right now, I have a teleprompter. I don't have any words on here, but if I were to read it word for word, I would just sound like everyone. I mean, that's what they do on TV. That's why they kind of sound all weird. It's because they are reading something, looking into the camera, but they're reading something. And so I noticed though, and maybe this is the same for you, like on her Instagram, she does Instagram stories and she is so much more like relatable. She's so much more natural and comfortable on her Instagram story. So I told her, I was like, when you shoot your next YouTube video, let's do bullet points and just try pretending like it's a podcast. And when it's a podcast, the nice thing is you don't expect anyone to watch you. And I think that's a big scary part with these YouTube videos is, there is a camera here, because when you're on YouTube and you're doing these like talking head videos, there's tutorials, there's all these different formats. They're pretty overwhelming because you're getting filmed. And for her, they were talking head videos. They were very scripted. I was like, just pretend like it's a podcast and see if that will make you be a little more natural, or just pretend like you're posting an Instagram story, talking to your best friends or, whoever watches your Instagram stories. And that was kind of like an unlock for her. She was like, that makes sense. So think about, what do you need to do? For me, it's to pretend like it's a podcast. And I really think that it allows, when you come across more natural and less scripted, I think it's more relatable. And I think people on YouTube really want connection. And when it's word for word, it's all thought out, pre-scripted, and everything is just perfect, right? On social media, everything's perfect. And so I think there's a really cool opportunity for people to get on YouTube, be a bit more themselves, and you can just kind of tell when someone sounds like scripted. And I mean, I feel like I'm going to watch this back and think I still sound scripted, but I'm trying to be more natural. And that's the goal, is to just try and relax and take the pressure off. And when you can do that, even if it means pretending to have a podcast where no one's going to watch this video, it's better than getting overwhelmed and not posting at all. And people really relate with that. And I think people want to relate with you on YouTube. And so I want to break down how you can do this, but also how you can get more views with this format. And so, let's dive into this. But first, if you are a business owner, I do want to shout out, I'm doing a live class showing you how to grow your business and your brand on YouTube. We can hang out live. There's going to be Q&A. It's actually me there, not some automated webinar. And links in the description. You can check that out. And I'd love to see you over there. But how do we do this? So here's how to do it. I want you to pretend that it's audio only. Next time you shoot your video, pretend like the camera's not there. Now, try to look into the lens of the camera because you're going to connect with people more. But maybe just like pretend like it's off. Pretend like it's not actually turned on and people are only going to listen to the audio of this. It makes it way less scary. And then I want you to now pretend like you don't have to edit the video. Like with this video, I don't really want to edit it. I just want it to be natural. I'm not saying this is the best YouTube strategy, but this can help you get in that rhythm of being more natural. Pretend like you're not going to edit it, and that's going to take the pressure off of it. When we know we're going to edit a video, I'm going to repeat myself. And if I stumble over my words, I'm going to go back and say it again. Whereas like this, when it's kind of live and unedited, if I mess up or if I pause, I just have to keep going because I know I'm not going to edit this video. And that really has helped me take the pressure off. And here's the awesome part. Later in, you could edit it if you want. Like, I don't know if I'm adding edits to this video, cutting things out, adding things in, but I can. But I'm not thinking that while I'm filming it. I'm just thinking this can absolutely just be posted to YouTube and go up live. Now, in order to optimize this format to get more views, here's the best way to think about doing it. And this is how I've been doing it recently on my YouTube channel. You want to start with your title. So you want to write out your title, find a video idea that people are interested in, there's high demand, and come up with a good, juicy title. We call it the chocolate covered carrot. So the sweet stuff, the stuff that people actually want, that's going to be your title. On the inside is going to be more of what people need to hear. It's the carrot. It's the stuff that's good for you. So once you write that chocolatey title, what I like to do is I like to write out word for word my hook. So the beginning of this video, I thought it out and I kind of wrote out word for word and I try to just say that to the camera. The rest of this video is just bullet points. I don't have a word for word script with this video because, again, I would go back to that news anchor and be like, so the next thing to do and I don't want to do that. I want to try and be more natural. Okay, so you're going to write bullet points out now for your script. And, maybe you write down an example and a main point, maybe you have 5 points. And then there's an example under each one. And then you just riff on it and you talk about it like it's a podcast. Okay. At the end of that, after you have your bullet points, you have your hook, your bullet points, then you want to transition to another video. The reason you want to do this is because then it tells people exactly where to go next. And it helps people binge watch your content, helping you grow your YouTube channel. And that's like the best way to do it. So if you, this is my transition, want to learn how to make YouTube videos in just 1 hour a week, you can click on the screen or I'll put another video on the screen because maybe you've seen that one and you want to watch this one. I don't know what site it's on, but click on it. Okay. Bye, everybody. Have a great one. Peace.